A federal program aimed at flood property mitigation is coming soon to Jasper. More on the area involved, plus a small fire broke out at Jasper Desk yesterday. We bring you details and why yesterday isn't the end of this story, and DuBois County Library Director Rita Douthit is tonight's guest on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin this evening with announcements of candidacies for office in DuBois County. Today marked the first day for those candidacies to be filed, and 2 candidates for major seats have filed to run in May's primary. First, Elmer Bramus announced his intentions to run for the District 2 County Commissioner's seat this year. That seat is currently held by Doug Ubelor. Bramus says keeping DuBois County moving forward is a big reason that he's running for election.
I like to be involved in county government, and as Bainbridge Township Assessor, I've gotten to know the people and the processes involved. And I think as County Commissioner, I would like to continue to move DuBois County forward in a common sense approach. And we must continue to be progressive while maintaining our conservative values.
Bramus says he hopes to bring his experience and leadership to the table in order to move the county forward. The 65-year-old Bramus is a former Bainbridge Township assessor and currently works part-time at the DuBois County Assessor's Office. Bramus graduated from St. Ferdinand High School and Indiana State University. He taught industrial arts technology at Jasper High School for 36 years. Elmer and his wife Marilyn have 3 children. District 2 of the County Commissioners covers Bainbridge Township. Meanwhile, Craig Grolick has announced that he will run for the District 1 seat on the DuBois County Council. That seat is currently being held by Mark Brescher. Grolick says he also wants to help the county move forward.
Well, I feel that I want to be a part of county government that is responsible for continuing to make this place, our county, a great place to live and work. And I think that being elected to the county council will give me that opportunity. I mean, I think that they're fiscally responsible for the continual responsibility of and improvement of our county, and I want to be a part of that.
Grolick says he hopes to learn from his constituents and their concerns. He says he is also hoping to be productive should he win the seat. The 42-year-old Grolick graduated from Jasper High School in 1989 and earned his degree in business management from Vincennes University in 1994. He is the owner and operator of CG Promotionals LLC and works as a bus driver for the Greater Jasper Consolidated School Corporation. He is also a 14-year member of the Ireland Volunteer Fire Department and a certified first responder. Craig and his wife Lynn have a 12-year-old daughter. District 1 of the County Council encompasses Boone, Harbison, and Madison Townships, along with part of Bainbridge Township. Turning to other news now, little if any damage resulted from a small fire at a Jasper manufacturer yesterday afternoon that rekindled this morning. Just before 1 o'clock yesterday, firefighters with the Jasper Volunteer Fire Department were initially called to the Jasper Desk plant along East 6th Street on a report of a fire coming from a tube feeding a sawdust bin. Jasper Fire Chief Kenny Hoaksong says the fire had already gotten a good start before they arrived.
We were right on scene. It was extremely hot, and we think it stopped before it actually goes into the bin, so we can contain it to that area. We should be able to wrap up fairly quick and get the guys back in where it's warm.
Hoaksong says the cause of the fire was believed to be a broken chain on an auger. No one was injured in the fire. Hoaksong says the tube had heated up to more than 300 degrees by the time firefighters arrived at the scene yesterday. That wasn't the end of the story, however. Shortly after 8 o'clock this morning, Jasper firefighters were called back to the scene after the fire rekindled. Hoaksong says the sawdust smoldered overnight and it had heated up to 1,200 degrees by the time firefighters arrived. Hoaksong says in general, fighting fires such as this when it's as cold as it's been the last couple of days presents some major challenges.
As long as we keep flowing water, we're okay. But with this cold weather, we have to really be cautious with everyone. So we're switching guys in and out, keeping them warm so that in the event that we are here for an extended time, that we have enough manpower on scene.
Hoaksong says there was no damage as a result of the fire other than needed repairs to the auger chain. Finally this evening, a federal program aimed at mitigating flood properties will soon be on its way to the city of Jasper. Last night, Mayor Terry Seitz, along with Lisa Galehausen of Indiana Region 15, led a public meeting with several property owners who own land along a floodway between 1st and 2nd Streets and Jackson and Main Streets concerning a voluntary flood mitigation program run by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, and administered through the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority. The city of Jasper has been awarded a $544,844 grant through the program, pending the approval of the City Council. That dollar amount covers acquisition, demolition, grant administration, and compliance with the Uniform Relocation Act, or URA, as well as a small amount for moving expenses. Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz says the program is the continuation of a program started under former Mayor Bill Schmidt's administration. He says though the program is being administered by a different state agency, not everything has changed.
Two things are definitely the same. It's a voluntary program. It will be using appraisals for fair market value. And the one big thing for the city of Jasper, instead of having a 20% matching grant, this is 100% grant money. So this is really significant at our budget.
Seitz says in the long run, this program could open up some options for the city's development.
Potentially, it would be an area that would be somewhat cleared ground. It would be preventing us from maybe having to put out sandbags and things in that area because of residents living there. That would be the emergency aspect of it. Otherwise, we just look at our master plan for downtown, this particular area, even though we have restrictions when we would own that of what we could or could not do, like a formal structure and things like that would not be allowed. There would be things that could be beneficial to the city to play out that would be part of our redevelopment.
Now, during last night's meeting, Brian Phillips with the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority was on conference call to answer questions of the property owners. Many of those questions surrounded the appraisals and property values. In the program, the City Council would first have to declare that area blighted in a resolution to get the process underway. Informational packets will be sent out to property owners to inform them of their rights concerning the program and their properties. Since the program is voluntary, owners would be able to commit verbally to participate right out of the gate, but they could back out later once they receive an appraisal and purchase offer for their property if they don't like the offer. 2 appraisals will be paid for through the program for each property, and the median of those 2 appraisals would be the final appraisal. The property owner would be able to have a 3rd appraisal done if they don't like the first 2, but that would be done at their own expense. The first 2 appraisals would be done by whoever the City of Jasper chooses, and the comparables would be to other properties within the city. Additionally, the zoning of the property would be taken into consideration during the appraisal process. Now, as for the blight resolution, the city could take that up at this month's council meeting, which is set for Wednesday, January 22nd at 7 p.m. at Jasper City Hall. Phillips stated that the city can distribute the informational packets before the blight resolution is approved. He says the process could all be completed by September if the blight resolution gets approved this month. All right, coming up after the break, your local forecast, sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform with Du Bois County Library Director Rita Douthit. That's all up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.